Hola YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Beauty by Lenore across all my social media platforms. If you would, please go ahead and thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course get a conversation started with me in the comment section below. But I'm going to go ahead and do my quick makeup for my third wedding anniversary. He got in town a little early this week since he is an over-the-road truck driver. We have to celebrate slightly delayed, but it's complicated. I don't know what to tell you guys. At this point, I told you some of the personal things with me. But I think my dress is going to be gold covered with rhinestones. So I'm going to do like an orange dress. I'm sorry, my dress is orange covered in rhinestones. So I'm going to do like an orange look. So to go ahead and get everything started, let's go ahead and prime first. This is going to be like really quick because I'm already running behind. Because my butt I chose to just sit there playing on YouTube and stuff. We were already supposed to be at the house. Our reservation is at 5 p.m. at Fogo de Chao. And it is like 3 o'clock right now. So I really need to get out of the house so we can get down there. Plus we have one stop to see my cousin and my uncle while he's in town. We can always see them later as well, since we're going to dinner so early. We were supposed to go to dinner yesterday, but I'm going to be using my P. Louise makeup base, and this is one of her basic brights, and this is in the shade orange. I had the Decay one, but you guys know the problems I was having with the Decay. They kept drying out so fast. They were getting on my nerves. Like, I don't use them regularly enough to spend that type of money on them from Beautylish for them to dry out that fast, and that was just getting on my nerves. So I just went ahead and picked up a whole package from P. Louise of all the different bases and everything that I wanted from P. Louise right here. It'll be part of an upcoming video haul that I'll show you guys, but I am just talking about it now since that is something I'm actually using in this video. But I'm just going in and doing my brows again with the powder. Remember I told you guys, here lately I've been liking the look of my brows with the powder. So this is what I'm preferring to use here lately. Now that's just a rough frame of my actual brows. And I'll go in here with my base. Haven't even used it yet. Let's go ahead. What was that? I'm supposed to shake it. What the deuce was that? Oh, a little bit did come out. A little bit did come out. Let's go in here, put just a little bit on my fingers. And let's go ahead and use this as a base. I probably just poured out a little too much. It doesn't take a lot of this to get the job done. And like I said, I probably poured out just a little too much. And I'll go in and blend around it and blend up so we have a really nice gradient. So this way, most of the work is already done for me. Come here.
I don't come in with this. I'm trying to show you something right quick.
No, you can come in.
I saw the garbage.
You can come in.
I was just showing you how you said I look like a detective, really look like a crooked damn detective and a politician.
You really do.
Really look like one.
Hold on. It's so dark back there, they can't see you. Hold on. Let me get out the way. Yeah, you do look like a crooked politician. You blocked by the chair, and you out of focus and blurry. You got to come up closer than that. Yeah, you do.
You got stuff all over.
Yeah, you do look like a crooked politician. Yeah.
Look like I'm giving me the church money.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Now, I'm going to go in here to my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Novena collection, and this is the Pro Pigment Volume 11. And I'm just going to use this to do just a little bit of light work. And I really want to go in and blend this deeper orange A5. Just a little bit, not too much. Just right here around the outside. Just a really light blend for it. And also just to go ahead and just set it down just a little bit. I don't plan on going in and using like any black or anything like that. I plan on keeping everything bright because my dress is so bright. This is probably going to be one of the easier looks that you guys have seen me do on my channel. I am going to go ahead and use my large JD Glow Cosmetics palette where I put all the singles. Go ahead, babe. Thank you.
Oh, I see you wanted to wet.
So this is where I put like all of my singles for JD Glow Cosmetics. I'm going to use this orange down here at the bottom. Let's go ahead. I think it's orangutan, but it's spelled with it like orange, but it's orangutan. Let's go in here and see if I can actually get it up. Yeah, it's orangutan and it's the orange. Let me turn you guys down a little bit. You're a little too bright. Okay, it's gonna look a little dark, but I want you guys to see a little bit more true to color. So I'll go in here. This is a Morphe E15, and I'll go in here and lay this down right here around the front. And across that orange base, it's really gonna keep this orange look without it going too much into another color. Because without the orange base, it can really pick up the gold inside of it. And I really wanted to stay true to orange. But I also wanted something that was going to be, how would you say it? Shiny just a little bit to go with the rhinestones in my dress. And of course, I'll go ahead and insert photos and videos for you guys at the end, like I did for my birthday video. This will be going up after my birthday video. Got that down and in there like that. Going back into the ABH palette, just to go ahead and blend around before I get ready to clean up. Going back in here and just making sure it's blended correctly. And I blend more like at an angle like this, so that way it keeps like a really pretty like cat type of look with my eye. That's what I'm doing. So everything stays lifted, especially when I go in to put on my lashes and things like that. It'll keep everything lifted. Now, let's go ahead and clean up all this orange stuff all over the place. As best as I can. The thing about the P. Louise, you kind of really want to be like, really paying attention to what you're doing. Because once it goes down and once it sets, man, this thing isn't going anywhere. This is definitely a base you have to wash off with the oil and everything. But I wanted that for, obviously, the anniversary night. Even with me doing all that rubbing, nothing is coming off. So, oh well, I'm just going to cover that up with foundation, honey. But let's go in here and do my liner. This is the Huda Beauty Life Liner in black. You guys already know at this point, one of my favorites. Okay, that wing definitely got a little bit bigger than what I wanted. Yeah, sometimes it happens. I didn't want my wing quite that big, but you guys can already see it starting to create that little cat eye effect for me. Didn't want it that big, but you know, whatever. Now I gotta go into the other side and match this huge wing on the other side. And it seems to not really matter because the wing on the other side got just as big. I'm definitely gonna have to go in and clear this up. I have to fix this wing that just got real wonky. I have to fix that with my concealer. Now the problem, okay, hopefully this isn't look as far as how it's finna go, how it's finna turn out. Because Jesus, I ain't signed up for that. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour makeup, and this is in the shade 515, and my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade Classic Tan. I'll go ahead and mix both of these together. But as far as my base on my face, I love my Dior base. I just love the way it sits up on my face, the way it sets me up for like the perfect makeup. And I'm going to use all of this sample before I actually pull into my huge one. I'm going to get my money's worth out of this sample. It is so good. If you guys get a chance to even try the Dior Backstage Primer, definitely try it. It is amazing, guys. Not when you drop it and waste it all over the place like what I just did. And what I'll go ahead and do, I'll go ahead and go in here and use just a little bit of my milk. 2 pumps of my milk. And this is the makeup hydrogram. And put both of those together. And as far as concealer, I'll go ahead and use the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer. And my ColourPop. Wait, no, I'm lying. I'm going to use my Kylie. I'm going to use my Kylie. Yeah, I'm going to use my Kylie. I'm looking. Okay, I'm lying. Okay, let me figure this out. Like, get it together, Lynn. What are we using? I'm going to use my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Deep with my Kylie Birch, my Kylie Concealer in Birch. So I'm going to go ahead and use both of these to go ahead and do a little bit of light work cleanup. I'm going in with my Morphe eyebrow pencil in the shade Chocolate, Deep Chocolate. What is this? Chocolate Mousse? Double Dutch. I'm so retarded. Double Dutch, just to go ahead and outline the brows. So this way I know exactly where I need to go with the concealer into it. But this will be a 2-step process. Because I'll go in and just line the brows with the pencil, just for the cleanup you guys are about to see. And then once I finish my makeup, I'll go back into it. But for now, I'll use the Kylie Birch, which is super, super light, underneath for the cleanup. And I'm thinking it may be just a little too light. So I'm going to put just a little bit of my Maybelline Superstay into it. And let's get this mixed up a little bit together. I know some of you guys are like, Lynn, when you go in and clean up under your brows before you do your makeup, when I'm using like bases and things like that, I'll go in and clean up after. Because sometimes the bases can get away from you. And they can just be doing the most. And I don't have time for that. I'm using a clean Morphe E14 just to go in here and blend that out. Just to keep the eyes cleaned up. And I'll set that down with some Nakia Joy Velvet finishing powder. And as you can tell, I'm taking a brush and I'm setting across the eyebrow. And I'm also setting into that concealer I just put down. And if you notice, I haven't actually went into the brush side and brushed anything out yet. We'll do that later. But now I'll go back into the brush that I was doing the orange with no additional product. And right here in the front where I like to have it blend into my brow, I'll just take it back up into my brow. And I'm just lightly going over those edges just to make sure they're kind of blended just a little bit more. But it's still clean from my brows on down. Now I can go in here and mix these two together. And go ahead and start the process of just going across the top of my brow. Just to make sure they stay clean. And same thing I had before. Well, they both now have orange on them. So I'll just take my brush that I'm going to use to do my makeup and just blend this out and feather it out into my skin. So this way we don't have too much of a halo brow going on. And remember I told you guys I like this to go in and just start to set down like my face and stuff as far as me setting up like foundation work and stuff. And it does turn everything white, but it really does help with the whole process of, I don't think I'm gonna need that much foundation. Okay, that was a lot. And I'm pretty much out of this one. Not a biggie because I have a new one of these. And I'll take that same concealer brush that I had just to go in here and kind of mix it together on the back of my hand. Now, I could always just be darn doing this with a, what do you call it? A little spatula thing. But for the most part, I'm always going in and setting my makeup up on the back of my hand. I think you guys know that at this point. And because I am using my brush, I can just go back in here and it'll keep the one right around my brows just a little bit lighter. You guys will see as I start to go in here. Now going into my brush and just making sure I got some product on my brush. And I do have to work pretty fast because that Dior primer mixed with the Hydro Grip, it really will cause your makeup to start to dry like really fast. So you guys definitely want to go ahead and move fast. If you're using any of the products that I'm mentioning today in my video, you don't want to sit there and play around. You don't want to do none of that. You're moving pretty fast with this. But it'll give you amazing coverage. And I'm doing a pretty thick layer starting out. So this way I don't have to go in there and do like multiple layers. Because it will help cut down on the time in doing my makeup since I'm already running behind. And that's one side of my face done. And now we'll just go in here and do the other side. Again, you guys don't have to make a mess on the back of your hand the way I am. It just works for me, guys. Let's go ahead and mix these two together. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. And this is definitely the amount of makeup I put on the back of my hand is definitely enough makeup for you to go in and actually do your face twice. It's just going out on an anniversary night, I definitely want my makeup to stay in place. Whether, you know, for a huge event where I may be sweating, dancing, whatever the case may be, I don't want to get home at the end of the night and be looking like, okay, what happened? I don't want that. So I am probably using just a thicker layer than I guess most people would. And what I was saying, I'll just go in here and go right here and clean up. And now with all the other foundation and stuff on the back of my hand, I can just go ahead and just wipe all of that off. And now we can go in here and, what do I want to do now? Just go ahead and dump out my powder. The process of going in and putting down a concealer will actually go pretty fast. Because I already know that the primers underneath, they're going to cause it to dry extremely fast. So you guys are about to see what I'm about to do. So I do have to work pretty fast with this process. So I'll go in here with my sponge, clean sponge, no other product or anything else on it. And I'll go ahead and start that blend process. Because again, this is something I already know that's going to dry pretty fast. And if I don't move fast, I'm going to run into problems having to fix my makeup. But it'll set down beautifully. When you press for time and you miss something and you can't find it, like I am right now, go in with the deeper foundation. I'm going to go in with my Fiona Styles. Just a little bit. And I'll use this to go around and do like the outer parts of my face. And this will add just a little bit more color to my actual face. See what I'm doing? I'm just going in with the Fiona Styles to do this. Just to deepen it up, and because it is red and it is like my deep summer shade, it will actually blend in just a little bit better to my skin. And it'll definitely go ahead and warm me up as well. See how that side of my face is looking versus this side? And I'll take this right on up into the hairline. And I'll go ahead and bring this right on down here to the jawline. And I'll bring it up just a little bit around and underneath my actual lip. You guys know I like to do this because it can make your lip look bigger without you having to get a lot of work, and it'll give me more definition on my actual nose. But let's go in here to the other side and drop a little bit of this down. I do have to work a little bit faster with this because I can already feel everything else drying down on my face. See, it gave me great definition and everything. So now I'll go back in. What is my brushes? Why do I look like, why do I keep losing everything? I'm sitting up here like, what is going on? And get it together. And now I'll go back in here with my foundation brush with no additional product on it. And I'm just blending in between the two, in between my actual contour and the highlighter, just blending in between the two so I have a better gradient. And I'll go ahead and blend right on into the contour around my chin. I still want it there, but I just don't want it as sharp and as deep. So now we can go ahead and go in here and set everything down on my face using Morphe E42. Going back in. And again, what I was telling you guys, I do go in and add like excessive powder on any areas where I may be sweating or anything like that, especially for an event like tonight. I just want to go in and just make sure everything is completely set down, especially right here where my mask may be and where I may be sweating. Any loose powder that may have got on my actual eyes, I just wipe that away. And that's what I was saying. Sometimes when you guys go in and do your makeup, you can actually see where it'll start to kind of like blend everything back down. Now it looks like completely poreless. You can't see anything. So now I'll go back in here. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? I'll go back in here to my brush. No additional product. And go ahead and blow this out just a little bit. So it's still there. And it doesn't look like weird. I don't want it to look weird. And now I'll go back in with my actual pencil and clean up any of those lines around my brows that were looking super mad weird. Now we'll get in here and make sure they're done down correctly. And I'll go in here with my clear brow gel. And I'll go ahead and set my brows down into place. Then go across my tails and just mash them down. And I'm just going in with my dried out Huda Beauty Lifeliner. And just intensifying my tails just to make sure my tails are there. Now I gotta go back over my eyeliner. I did my makeup all types of backwards. All types of backwards. You would think on a day as big as today, with what I have going on today, one, I wouldn't have waited to the last minute to do my makeup, and two, I wouldn't be around here on the struggle bus like I don't know how to do makeup. You would really think that. Ah, it's two different wings. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, it's two different wings. How do I even fix that? Because that looks crazy. And the bigger it gets, the worse it's going to get. Okay, we're just going to have some giant ass wings. Was I planning on having a wing that big? No. This Huda Beauty Lifeliner is amazing, but it is not forgiving. So since I'm going with the Amy Winehouse wings, I have to do what happened on one side to the other side. Jesus Christ, it looks like I can't do wings. Jesus Christ, what happened? Going back in here, and I'm just going to put a little bit more of the orange back down, using my regular all-nighter, just to spray that down a little bit. Now you see the magic of the sheen actually starting to come through. Going back in with the first brush I had with no additional product and just blending across it. La Femme, I'm doing this orange blush down here. Same brush, I'm not changing brushes or doing anything different. I'm just gonna go in here to my Morphe Glam Bronze in the shade Trailblazer and just deposit just a little bit of this down. And going across my entire face to get rid of any of that extra powder. Same brush, once I got most of the product off, I use it to knock everything off, not doing anything different. And because I've been in love with the Fenty How Many Carats, I just like the way it looks and I like the way it sits on my face and my eyes. I'll go in here with the Fenty How Many Carats. And I'll go ahead and drop it right here. And down my nose, I'm going to go into the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzing Powder. And I'll lay that down as a base highlight. And then I'll go into the Fenty How Many Carats on top. Now let's go ahead and set this face down. This is the Urban Decay Regular All-Nighter. Going into the clean side of the brush, the sponge, and just mashing all of that in. So this will give me an opportunity to look at it and see anything that I need to change or anything that may need to be different. As far as lips are concerned, I'm just going to do a regular nude lip. But before I do that, let me get my life. I'm putting out just a little bit more of the P. Louise base in orange. And I'm going to use this underneath to actually line into my lashes. I haven't even put down my waterline yet, man. Okay, this is going. And I didn't put down enough of it. Okay. You definitely want to not be like me and wait till the last minute to do your makeup and stuff. You definitely want to, I had all goddamn day. I done woke up, ate, went back to sleep, all this other stuff. Don't be like me, be better than me. So what do we do now? 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 Oh, okay. Let's go in here and put just a little bit of the orange underneath the outside and just brushing this. That brush is too stiff. A little bit of the orange. Since I have watery eyes, this will set everything into place for me. Now I can go back in here with the stiffer brush to keep my eyes open. Okay. This is, I'm gonna get beat up. I'm gonna go ahead and put on these lashes. I'm gonna wear some really pretty, funky, spiky lashes. These are the lashes that I got from Etsy for like $2 that I had showed you guys in that previous haul that I did last year. And these mink lashes, I could literally wear these lashes 10-15 times. Yes, sir.
Just checking on you.
I'm almost done.
You know the probably ain't gonna make it, right?
Make what? What time is it?
Going to 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we're gonna make it. When you say going on 4 o'clock, what? 3 what?
It's like 3:55.
Yeah. We're walking out of here at 4 o'clock. We ain't gonna make it a kitchen, but we're gonna make it our appointment. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. I told you. I'm about to come out.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and put these lashes on. Make sure I'm doing the right ones on the right side. Okay. So like I told you guys, just look down into a mirror when you're putting on your lashes. Yeah, see, that's all wonky. That's just crazy. My lashes didn't want to go on correctly. You know what? Absolutely nothing is going down or happening correctly today. Sometimes you just have those days where life in your lashes just be like, you thought. I've had moments to sit down doing perfect, fine, quick makeup, and it just be perfect. I've had moments to sit down doing makeup, and it just, nothing wants to go according to schedule. And today of all days, I want to run into all these problems and all these issues. Today of all days. Oh, and there go my concealer. Now I see it. Now I see it. At this point, I can't do number last, child. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink and Loyalist. And I'm going to go ahead and use my ColourPop. This is the Mess Around. I think this is a satin lip, or it could be, yes, a satin lip. And on top of that, because I want it just a little bit lighter because it's coming off a little too pink, I'm dropping the Dose of Colors. I went ahead and just dropped the Dose of Colors on top of it. And now I can go ahead and do my mascara on the bottom. If I can stop losing everything, that would be great. Well, what went right today? The bottom lash mascara went right today. The foundation went right today. The concealer went right today. My eyeshadow went right today. My eyebrows look a little wonky. They just, you know what? I can't even pretend to care at this point. Yeah. No, I can't. Sometimes to make sure I get the perfect blend, I just have to go in with my fingers and going across it. This is the Smitten Lip Gloss from Give Me Glow. And there we go. So, wait. I'm tripping. I want just a little bit more on my cheeks. Do I need them? No. Do I want just a little bit more? Yes. One more set down on the face. And while that's setting, while my fan is blowing right here behind me, while it's still just a little wet, I'm just going to go in here with my Fenty How Many Carats. One more time, just drop down just a little bit more. How many carats? And turn the lights down a little bit so you guys can see it just a little bit better. Bring you guys in just a little bit closer. And this is going to be the finished look. Now, I'm going to go do my edges. That's the finished, final, completed look. Took too long to get here. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so this is going to be the final, completed, finished look for me. I'm going to go do my edges, put on my dress, get ready, and you guys will see. So I'll be back, YouTube. Went ahead and got a package for the anniversary. Got the 20th anniversary stick, the 10th year anniversary stick, and these bottom baddies, these fat bottom baddies. Now he about to light up while I'm busy doing my makeup. But also because he like Moscow Muse. So I'll make him a Moscow Mule later tonight. And I like to use this Lime Favorite vodka to do the Moscow Mule. Went ahead and re-up on the Crowned Apple. Went ahead and got some more of the Uncle Nearest 1884 because they were all sold out at 1856. And of course, one of our favorite vodka infused cognacs, the 20 grand gold. So yeah, I guess he'll go ahead and light up. Let me see, sir. Let me see. I guess he'll go ahead and light up. Wow, he's smoking one. Here you go. Back up, sir. Boy, that boy sharp. Boy, that boy sharp. My dress will not be matching any of this for our wedding anniversary tonight at Fuego de Chao. But yeah, more to come. Okay, guys, so I'm just now getting back in and from everything, and it is 2:09 a.m. Girl. Anyway, so this is what the final look looks like. And this is what it looks like. The only thing I reapplied was actually the lipstick. I didn't have to reapply, do anything else. We did wind up going to Fuego de Chao. We went ahead and went to the cigar lounge here south of Atlanta. We went to 2 other ones, but they were closed. And I'm like, on a Friday night, the cigar lounge is closed in Atlanta. They must not need or want any money. But this is the final look. The dress that I have on, you guys will see more of it during the Fashion Nova try-on haul. This is one of the ones I got. Remember when I was going to the event back in November of last year, and I had like bought a couple of dresses from Fashion Nova, and I was trying to figure out, you know, what dress that I want to wear to the event, and I wound up wearing that custom black and white polka dot piece with the lime green belt with it. I ordered like 5 other dresses from Fashion Nova. So I'll go ahead and I am going to go ahead and put up that clothing try on haul for these dresses from Fashion Nova. Let me pull you guys out. Let me show you. Here is the dress from Fashion Nova, and it is bright orange, and it does have like all of the rhinestones all over the actual dress. So, and it is a short dress. Okay, let me see if I can go back somewhere so I can show you guys. It is an actual short dress. So, I've already went ahead and took off my shapewear, honey. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Came home. I went ahead and used the bathroom. I took off my shapewear. I was done with that. But I'm definitely going to go ahead and insert pictures of everything from Fogo de Chao and also from the cigar bar. And I do have family members in town from Miami. So I'll be hanging out and spending some time with them tomorrow. I may be able to do a video. Well, I'm going to do a quick makeup video in the morning, which is Saturday morning, which is right now. So in a few hours, I'm going to go wash this off my face, go to bed, and then I'll go ahead and when I wake up, clean up a little bit, do some quick makeup, and go pick up my daughter. So I'll film all of that. And of course, ultimately, the happiest thing for me right now is I have family members in town from Miami. So my uncle's here from Miami. So just being able to see and spend time with my family, that means the world to me. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to close out the video actually being completely dressed and showing you everything completely dressed. Hopefully you guys actually like the look. You actually like, okay, so I'm telling you right now, for my girls out there, this little choker thing, it's very, very cute. But if you have a thicker, chunkier neck, just know this thing is just like... So as you lose weight, or if you have a thinner neck, you know, it'll fit better. It's not like it's completely tight. Obviously, you can see it's not like it's completely tight. But because it is one shoulder, it's just... I would like it to be just a little bit looser than what it is, but you know, whatever. But anyway, thank you so much, YouTube, for coming back and just spending some time with me. You know, I don't care when you're watching me in the morning, afternoon, evening, or late at night. I'm just happy that you chose to come spend some time with your girl. And as always, thank you, YouTube. And until next time.